aware and keep track of the latest happening or the new changes that are getting incorporated in GST is number one. Second is from a technological point of view, basically Tally, we will quickly see what are the connected GST highlight that Tally provides, which is going to the dependency on technology and especially dependency on Tally for GST compliance is going to be very, very critical for businesses. And the expectation of the business owner is that if you are managing their business compliance, a complete trust will be set on you to be compliant with GST and make sure that the businesses are compliant, and at the same time, they have better cash flow management due to input tax credit that they are able to avail. So these are some of the things which is very, very critical. The second is, yes, if tomorrow if you people are going to start your own business, your startup, then obviously, GST compliance, you can, once you know about these things and once you are confident about the compliance and aware of the kind of technological solution that Tally is providing, your GST compliance for your company also becomes much, much easier and simpler. Okay, so let us now quickly dive into the major features that Tally is provided in release 5.0. And really, the GST compliance is very, very convenient now, and the reliability of the data can be 100% guaranteed of your data and the information that you have on your technology, on your Tally, and the information that is being posted to the GST portal is going to be perfect, correct, and it is going to be complete. Okay? So quickly, if you see the highlight of GST release 5, first we will go one by one the highlight of release 5. So the first is the major enhancement that has happened is in the connected GST, and we will see what are the features the connected GST offers for our Tally customer. The second one is again automated tax collection under TDS section 194Q. This is basically, if you see, it is related to sale of goods with certain condition. Again, we will have a look at it little later. Then pending bill sorting is another a small feature that is provided, but it's going to be very, very useful, where the businesses can, actually when they are making payment or receiving money from the default listing of the pending bill, now Tally provides additional feature of sorting the pending bill based on their preference. So we will also see what are the different sorting methods that Tally allows, so that you can make use of them for better management of receivable and payable. The next one is the Stripe view. Sorry, there is a mistake. I forgot to put E there. Stripe view for reports and voucher. Now this again has been a very long awaited very small enhancement, where now when you are viewing the report, which are literally long enough reports, then you can enable Stripe view, and it becomes very easy for you to read and comprehend the information, not just in the report. Even in the vouchers, like certain sales invoice, when the businesses are raising a sales invoice or a tax invoice, if they have multiple line items, like 10, 12 line items in the invoice, again with the help of Stripe view, it becomes very, very easy for them to quickly cross verify and move ahead with their business transaction. And for the first time, the next one is the Tally plugin management. For the first time, Tally is bringing a plugin or a value-added services integrated into Tally software. The first of the integrated plugin that Tally provides is Tally Capital, which is going to be, it's an amazing add-on feature that Tally is provided, where as a business person, one, even as an individual, if you people have a Tally licensed version, the one important thing that you can do is, you can view the credit scoring. The credit scoring can be viewed for an individual. Basically, it is applicable for a proprietor company. For an individual, credit scoring can be viewed, and also you can apply for a loan right from Tally Capital, which is integrated into a software. The best part is that Tally is, taking the financial data from the company's information, and then it is going to basically give you an estimate or an idea based on your transaction, based on your organization's, financial status. What would be an approximate loan that you can expect, and those kind of things. So, and you can apply for a loan, and people are going to call back based on the information that you are able to submit, which again, Tally is providing those information as per the requirement of the banking or financial institution. And also there is a small income tax calculator is there. Just one sec. There is an income tax calculator where anybody can just log in instead of going to uh, website or Google, and then look for an EMI calculator. Now Tally, with the Tally Capital, it is providing you an EMI calculator where you can basically do a what if analysis of if you are taking X amount of loan at an X amount of interest, and if you specify the tenure, whatever is the tenure, then Tally will automatically calculate the EMI along with the principal and your interest amount. And also it gives you a breakup of a statement. It gives you a breakup of a statement of, if let's say you say 10-year, you want to make avail loan for 10 years, then it gives you 10 years breakup of the loan amount, interest amount, principal amount, and your reducing balance of your loan balance. So it's a wonderful thing which you people have to see. Probably we will see whether if time permits, we can quickly have a look at that. Then again, for the first time, Tally is coming out with the instant notification with bell icon. Broadly, from a GST compliance point of view, where the notification, you will get notification of return filing, the due date for return filing, whether you have filed the return, or when you are filing the return, if there is any discrepancy in the uploaded information, you will get a notification so that the user can quickly view and then correct it. So apart from the GST compliance notification, Tally also provides the TSS renewal notification, product related, upgrade of any new latest release. All these notifications are now available through this notification icon. Now quickly, when we come to connected GST feature, so what are the connected GST feature that we have? So number one is, you can now upload your GSTR1 and GSTR3B from within Tally Prime for a regular dealer. So all this while, though we have e-invoice generation and e-way bill generation from Tally within Tally, where you really don't have to go log into the portal and then generate e-invoice or e-way bill. So right from within Tally, you must have experienced this. The moment you save your tax invoice or your sales voucher, and once you configure for e-invoice and e-way bill, Tally is going to ask you whether you want to generate e-way bill and e-invoice. All you have to do is just press enter. And again, you would have experienced that within seconds, the data gets ported to the NIC portal or the GST portal, and you get the 64-digit INR and the QR code, everything gets automatically imprinted into our sales invoice. Okay. But all this while, for you to upload, again, we had a wonderful feature where especially businesses with large number of invoices, especially for filing GSTR1, if it is a B2B invoice, then invoice wise information has to be uploaded on the GST portal. Again, I hope that all of you are aware of this. So what we used to do earlier is, basically we used to capture the data, enable GST, and just by enabling GST, we know that all you have to do is just make a purchase entry, sale entry, and automatically your return form gets updated. And if there are any error, we see that in the uncertain transaction, and once you correct those uncertain transactions, then you can export into JSON file, log into the GST portal, and then we need to upload the GSTR1 and GSTR3B. Now from release 5.0 onwards, you don't have to go into those multiple steps. Very simple, we will see very shortly. You can just, by click of a button, you can file your GSTR1 and your acknowledgement receipt number, which is, basically once you file, GST gives you an ARN. So that number also, you will get it automatically in Tally. You don't have to really go to the portal. And for composition, since Tally, in Tally, we have provided the composition dealer compliance also. So Tally again gives, uh, right from Tally, they can file their CMP08, which is a quarterly return for composition dealer. Not only that, see, earlier what we used to do, we used to download, for reconciliation purpose, we had provided, 2A and 2B reconciliation, but then, it was little technical, especially from, see, mostly people in accounts background, most of them are non-technical. And, we really, one second. Sometimes we are really scared to do something, technical aspect of it. Now you really don't have to worry. And it used to take at least 15-20 minutes for you to, once you say I want to download a JSON file for 2A 2B reconciliation, it is going to take about 15-20 minutes for you to get that information, and then you need to bring it down, and then we were importing into Tally for reconciliation. All that, technical hassles, Tally is beautifully done away with. Okay, all you have to do now is just go, and then by click of a button, you can say what are the forms that you want to download for reconciliation purpose. So normally 2A and 2B is the invoice detail related to the inward supply for a buyer, right? Which we have to reconcile. And again, I'm sure that all of you are aware that, uh, in the last 1.5 year, the technology of GST compliance is, so robust that today no dealer can claim input tax credit unless and until that input is available on their portal via 2A and 2B. 2A is basically 2A is basically invoice wise when they upload, and 2B is a consolidated information. You can now download by click of a button. Automatically, the downloaded information will get incorporated into our return, and we can quickly reconcile the return and take appropriate action. So, in fact, GSTR 3B cannot be downloaded from GST portal, but we have given this additional facility of GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B is basically our own data, just to cross verify that what is the information that we have uploaded on the portal. And in case later on, if somebody has made any changes or anything, you can quickly now check that and then see. You can reconcile our own data, what is available on the portal and what is available on the book. So GSTR1 and GSTR3B also we can download and reconcile for our own data. The next one, again, a very, very critical thing is the real-time party information. For the first time, again, we have, given a technological marvel for our customers on GST compliance, where now, if you want to create a party master, all you need is you need the GSTIN of that party. So once you enter the GSTIN of the party, Tally will go and fetch the information of that particular party with the name, address, the number of additional registrations in the state that they have, whether they have branches, whether they have warehouse. All this information you will get by click of a button. Not only that, it is also going to give you the status of the party master, whether the GST of the party is active or whether it is or whether it's cancelled. If you are buying from a party's GST is cancelled, and with some wrong intent in their mind, if they are making their sale invoice for a purchase, and they would have charged GST also, since their GST is inactive or their GST registration is cancelled, they cannot upload the invoice. So, we pay money to them, and then, assuming that the person is going to upload the invoice, and then finally, when we look into our GST 2A, 2B, we realize that, the person is not uploaded the, be an additional cash flow for the organization. Now you can check that cautious, basically, tally caution status of the party master, whether it is a customer or whether it is a vendor. And not only that, you can see their history of their compliance for the last 6 months. So again, Tally is going to fetch all the information of the vendor for the last 6 months, whether it's filed the returns regularly. All this information we are going to get. And once you see that information, you really don't have to go and again create the ledger. You can that save it. Every information gets auto captured and nothing has to be ITC, which is very, very critical for businesses. See, as a businessman, the only language the business person knows is the cash, or the cash flow management is very, very critical for their working capital management. Like I mentioned earlier, if the vendor is not uploading the invoice, my vendor, if he is not uploading the invoice, then for that particular month, if I've already paid the bill along with the tax amount, and for that particular month, if he's not uploaded the invoice, not going to reply to to means I am eligible that input tax credit. It's tracking again for the business, especially for where they can just log in and then not just give their GST user credential and log into the ledger, and you really don't have, even you as a person who is taking care of GST compliance, this ITC risk is like a forewarning, right? So the moment on 11th or 13th when they upload their GSTR1, so by 14th of the month, same month, you will immediately get the information 2A, right? So that information will automatically get captured in Tally, and Tally is going to tell you, you have entered this invoice in your books of account, but the party is not uploaded, which is a risk, right? So where you can now, follow up, or you can settle the bill of the party without the tax amount, and all these facilities available to ensure that our customers' cash flow is taken care and pre-warned of the cash flow risks that they are running in case of filing of our vendor sales invoice. Then in the TDS part, it's a very small enhancements in the TDS part that they have done. Automated computation for TDS they have done. So section 194Q basically says that any dealer over the previous year exceeds 10 crore rupee, then they are falling under this section of 194Q. What is 194Q? 194Q says that any person who is buying any goods in a year which exceeds 50 lakh rupees, then on the amount of whatever value that exceeds 50 lakh, unlike our old one where, right from the beginning, okay, so beyond 50 lakh, whatever is the turnover that we are doing with that particular, then as per the law, 0.1%, 1%. Also, we have provided this, but then you have to do, take care of that exemption, all those things. Now, basically, Tally is allowing you, like any other TDS section that we are doing. This section also gives you very, very easy and simple compliance for you. Apart from that, it also provides configuration for TDS exemption on purchases from government entities, and also because in this section there is TCS and also TDS applicable. if you deduct collected already TDS, you have to deduct all those areas. Now provided comply with this particular section in a much better way, right?
Yes, sorry to disturb, sir, in between. But
okay. Now the first thing that we are going to do
voice fluctuation is there in between.
Voice fluctuation is there, is it? Okay, okay. Is it clear now? Is it clear now?
Yes, now it's yes, sir. Now it's no, again it is a problem. Can you try turning off your video, maybe because it is taking bandwidth or some voice issue is there. If you can just check the network, it's clear. Because earlier it was wonderful. Now from last 5 minutes it is fluctuating.
I think slight because of that. I think maybe because of that.
Yes, maybe.
I think that's because of the buffering part. So I'll do one thing. I'll also not share my web thing. Okay, so stop sharing my webcam so that probably the bandwidth also would be much better.
Yes,
okay, now I hope this is clear now, right?
Yeah, now your voice is clear. Okay. In between, somewhere in between sentences, it was fluctuating. Yes, perfect. Sir.
My okay, disturbance in the voice. Just let me know. Right.
Sure, sir. I will.
Okay. Now the first thing is that how do we get connected to the GST? Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to now actually give you all a live demo of certain things which I can show you in the product. Basically, I'm going to now log into my company where I am ready for GST. Okay.
I see again there is some disturbance in the voice. Sir.
Logged into my company and yeah. Not okay?
Yes, sir. Okay now.
Can I just change my? Now it's okay, now. Okay, fine. So let me just.
Yes,
okay. Right. So now I've logged into the company. Yeah. So now I have to, basically log into GST portal. So how do I do that? Just click on exchange here, and login, log out. Once I click you, okay, the username is not specify the username feature also. So you can, basically specify the username. That is the only thing that you require. I mean, the password is not required. So now you are going to get an OTP on the mobile. Just waiting for the OTP. Yeah, OTP is come. I am just entering the OTP. Okay, now it says GST, and now my tally is connected with the GST portal now, so that I can do all these connected activities in the GST aspect of it. So now filing of return, right? So filing of return, if you see, the deadline for filing of the return is over, so I can't show the live data since I've already filed. So I'll just walk you through the product where you will see that how do we file GSTR return. So all you have to do is just click on go to, right? Select GSTR1, enter, we take to GSTR1. This is the data, okay, data that you have for GR this company. So we can now say for which registration we are going to file the GST return. It is for Tamil Nadu registration, right? And then okay, so we will take the period as April. So we have taken the period as April, and then it says that you will notice here that it says that 28 vouchers are entered and it is now ready for upload, and all 28 vouchers are not uploaded. So how are we going to upload 20 invoices? We'll see. Okay, if you'll see, the period is 1st of April, and it says that no activity form. I've just logged in and there is no activity form. So you're going to click on exchange. Then you have this upload GST. These are the details. All you have to do is just click on send. So it says GST data will be the portal.
So we are facing the voice issue again, I guess.
Enter or click on yes. Okay, now the date the GST portal, right? And again, it'll ask for OTP. Just change the mic and then just hold on. One sec. I don't know why. Just hold on. Let me just change the mic and see.
Yeah, sure, sir. So there's some technical issue going on, which is very normal. I guess everybody face in some part of the day during our meetings and every time. So I think sir is trying to adjust it.
I'm so sorry that I don't know why this. Generally,
so
this is not. This doesn't happen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. So meanwhile, because sir is fixing up his network, I'm trying to. I will just share this everybody that you can ask your questions in the end of the session. You can keep your questions ready, because whenever you feel that you need to ask some questions, just put that in the chat box. Your questions will be answered in the end of the session. And for those who are joining us on YouTube, you can put your questions in the chat.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure.
Is this better, Jyoti?
Yes, sir. Now it is better. It's just that, like, in between sentences, it fluctuates a little. I mean, not very much, but yeah, sometimes. Right now, it is okay. Yeah, right now it is, I guess, better than before.
Okay. See, I've just so I'll just
फिर से नहीं आ रहा है voice. I think again we have the same issue.
So we continue. Then again, it is going to ask you for OTP. You will get a OTP for uploading. Enter the OTP, and if you want to resend one, the button Alt H for resend. So you just press enter, and now it says upload is successful, and you will see those entries been uploaded, right? And that no action required, 28 number. That means all 28 vouchers have been uploaded. Okay. In the same way, you can upload GST. So the same instead of you all you have to do is just say upload GST, and then we will. Okay. I'll quickly down. Okay, so how do we now download GSTR 1, 2A, 2B, and 3B? I'll just quickly show you. This I'm going to show you on a live data of my company. Rather than seeing this as a video, I'll show you live. Right. So if you see, let's say I want to now reconcile my supply. So what I do, I have to click on go to, and then all I have to do is I just type 2. Okay, now these are my 9 inward supply entries that I have done, and this is the CGST, SGST, and IGST amount. Now I want to cross verify whether my vendors, because this is for the month of August. So August deadline is already over. GSTR1 have already uploaded. Okay, so if something is not matching, that means the person is not uploaded for the month of August. How do I import this to exchange here? And then you have this option called download GST return. So by default, you can download all the returns from the portal, right? So let's say we want to download all the return from the portal, and the configuration. If you want a particular return, you can select a particular return, whether you want GSTR 2A or 2B, you can select a particular return. Otherwise, if you want to download all the return, you can just say all return, and the period, ideally, Tally gives you, you can at one go you can download 6 months of return, right? So but then let us say we want August month only, August to August, right? And then this is not required. Download GSTR1 as per and then we'll say yes. You can just escape or press control. So now it is asking you, do you want to download? So I'm going to click on download. Now this is live. Okay, so it is downloading. This is downloading my GSTR returns. Okay. Now it says, do you want to open online uploaded downloaded tracker for more? You can just say yes, and you are now going to get all this information, right? So my GSTR 3B is rejected because for the month of August, GSTR return is still not come. It's going to be 22nd of September. So that says GSTR 3B for the month of August, 2B, 2A, and GST1 is success. So come back here. And now when you come to the GSTR 2, you will notice that I have accounted only 9 invoices, but there are 17 invoices which are there, right? So you can select here, and it is, if you say, and when you go to voucher wise, you will now get the detail. The information that you are seeing in blue color is the data that has been uploaded by my vendors. Okay, and what is there? So it also says this match. It says in another case, it says it is available only in book. Okay, because of some various thing. And these I am yet to account this. Okay, so these values is to be. So this way you can download any thing. So now if you see my GSTR1, what I have uploaded. Okay, so this is for the month of August. If I take for August, okay, so now I am doing this IFF thing. So that is the reason why GSTR1, it is not like URMPs. But if you see your GSTR 2A, 2B, automatically you can download those written forms and you can GSTR filing we have already seen. Now this is again, which I was talking about, the ITC risk, which is very critical for the business owners to see the variation in the income GST. How do we check this? Again, since I don't have much of a transaction, show you demo. When basically start to see, so you go to bills, right? And these are the press F12 configure. Under F12 configure, if you come down, you have this information called show ITC at risk and balance amount, right? Make it as yes. Show GST status, make it as yes. Okay, and then once you accept this, you will see now here, with the outstanding amount as bill wise detail, with the outstanding amount, Tally is now gone and picked up the data, or it is connected to the GST, and now it okay, what is the difference you have, and what is the difference in the tax amount ITC at? So you can say when you Tally is going to now voice information from the GST portal, and then it is going to show you the difference. Wherever there is mismatch, you can see this mismatch. So you will see we have accounted only 9,000 rupees, but whereas on the portal it is 10,800, which means you have 1,800 more where you can additional thing. Then what traders,
So
36,000 rupees there is in the tax. So there you can go and basically look to it. You can see what is that you have uploaded on the portal, and is there any difference. So again, like the payable, you can also see, so that quickly you can correct it and make the payment, so that there is no late fee, penalty, and all those things. So all this happens online. Master, you can check through, or you can check through the ledger balance. Right? So there are special views, tally.
sir, I see the network issue is
So now
still
go to a
there. We
particular
are
ledger.
in between.
KLM, let's go down, then select show. I'm going to make this as yes. And again here, you will see that 23,600, which we saw earlier. Okay, so 1,800 rupees, there is a difference. Okay, so balance difference after tax, balance difference of 21,800. Now let us say in the normal tally, when you are saying settle bill, the book. Now with you will this again press F12 configure, and there is one very, very critical option which you have to say settle bill with the difference amount. When you click there, you'll notice now that instead of 23,600, 21,800 is what you are going to make payment, which means you're holding the 1,800 rupees difference amount you are holding. Okay, this way check for the risk of, especially in case of inward supply or your purchases, which is what's going to hit the cash flow statement. The next one is ledger creation with information on GST portal. Now this is at any point in time you can get connected to GST, and then we can quickly see how I'm going to now show you through my live data.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
I want to create ledger master. One sec, hold on. Just want to show you actual purchase that I have made. I want to show you people. If you see here, this is the purchase that is made through Amazon from this particular vendor who's master. So to by Tally, select ledger. Okay, so now here I don't have to now enter the name and all those things. If you see here on the right hand side, you have this button called fetch deal using GST. Okay, so now you have to enter of the so 03 AKZP6C1 and now it is so okay, see the legal name is Chiraj proprietary company. So normally what company is what the GST is provided. So Chiraj Goyal is the individual name, right? And you will see here that the trade name is Goyal Trading Company, and all the detail, everything is given. And if you see here, the GST status of this person is active, is a regular dealer, right? And if you see click on filing history, and now it's going to give you their filing, right? So this is retail is provided here. Okay, so and he is not falling under e-invoice. E-invoice status is not applicable for this person. So this way you can view this history. And the best part is now I want to save this because I have not created this ledger. All I have to do is I'm just going to press Control A. When I press Control A, it will come here. And if you just make sure that the grouping is done properly, because first time when you do ledger master creation, Tally will always have capital as the grouping. So I'm going to say creditors, enter, and you have this main. Okay, and you will see this PAN number and GST is captured. All you have to do is just save it, and the party ledger master is created. So it is that easy, very simple. And also Tally has a facility where you can bulk import the ledger master. All you have to do is capture the GST of all the parties. If you have more party where you want to create the ledger master, capture that in Tally, sorry, in Excel. You can import it, the GST numbers, GST, and Tally will through the portal, and now it will give you a list. You can cross verify, and you can save them at one go. You can save them at one go. Okay. The other two things which I want to show, because since we are running out of time, the other two things that I want to show here is one is the stripe view. So how do we get the stripe view? If you want the stripe view to be default, that is in every report that you want to go and then get this information. Just one. Sorry, there was a disturbance. Okay, so now if you want to basically have all your report with the stripe view, you can set it globally. How do you set it up? Click on F1 help, and you have settings. Click on setting, click on display, and you will see here under the application, enable stripe view for reports, yes. Stripe view for vouchers also, yes. And once you make this as yes, you should notice here, go to any report, let's say my date, then I press F2, and when I click on this, now going to list, you will see that my will get listed in the Stripe view. So if there is an item, so in my case there is no item. Let me just quickly pick up another company. This invoice you Stripe view. And the last one quickly I want to cover is the pending invoices. So here, first let me show you. Let's say I want to now make a payment to my vendor. I go to voucher entry, go to my payment, and let us say I want to make payment to my vendor called Akshay Enterprises. And the moment I say against reference, you will see here by default tally will always okay, I think I have already done this. One sec. In my seminar, actually, changed it. By default behavior is this. So when you come here, by default, Tally will always sort the pending bill with the invoice number or the invoice name, right? So 1 1 1 1 1 1 all one, then 2 3 4 5 6. You'll see this, right? Now, if you want, this is the option that is provided in 5.0. Now, if you want the sorting, you can do the sorting by bill date, due date, balance, and all those things, right? So let us say quickly, I'll show you. If you want to sort the invoice on due date, April is there, Jan, Feb, May is down, Jan, again June, July. So now to filter it due date increasing. So we come here, click on F1, S for setting, D for display. And when you come here, sorting method for pending invoices from default, we will say due date increasing, we want to do it, right? So just press escape. And now when I select against you will notice that it is March, then April, May, June, July, August. This way you can sort out this thing. So these are, some of the major features. And TDS again is, basically wherever it is applicable, it is very easy. All you have to do is the auto calculation happens automatically, right? So this broadly brings to a brief understanding of the nature that has been provided in Tally 5.0. We will take about that, basically I want to quickly ask you two for our students who are basically, number one is that if you have already did the study of a GST module in your course, in your Tally essential course, how confident are you with the GST compliance? So quickly, Jyoti, can you just raise that poll question?
Yes, sir. So we have poll question here.
Jyoti, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now you're audible, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. So there is
the question is
issue.
shared.
So the poll question must be on your screens now. You can just put the answer that you feel. So there is, I guess 60% people are saying very confident, 40 are saying less confident. And the ratio has
I'm not
just
able to
now
see the
increased.
responses, Jyoti.
I am telling you the responses, sir. It is 73. Now it has increased. 73% of people are saying very confident, whereas
Excellent.
18 are saying less confident. Yeah. So thank you everyone for responding on the poll question. Can I roll out the next question, sir? Sir, can you hear me?
Very good. Really appreciate. Now, quickly, one more question before we go into a 5 minutes. Quickly,
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
So can I roll out the next question? Yes.
Okay. So the next question to all of you. Yes. So the next question, I want you people to answer this question. Are you aware that Tally, our education, we also have GST stimulated course where literally whatever you saw here, you really don't need a Tally license and all those things. Just enroll for this course, and you can do GST filing, everything you can do through that GST real-time simulation. So are you
Yes, sir. I'm launching the next question. Sir, we are facing disturbance from your end. We are not able to hear you properly.
What is one?
Yes, sir. I'm launching the next question. Okay. I'm not able to hear you properly, sir.
So this is the GST simulation course that. Can you speak? I think people can hear you. I don't know why this issue is there. Just can you just read the question? Yeah. So basically, this is an additional course that we have launched recently, where you can experience a real-time simulation, right? So are you people? The next the question is, are people aware of this one that we have designed to get a real-time experience and confident about the GST? I hope my audio was clear.
Yes, sir. So now the question on their screens is, are you aware of GST simulated learning module or not? You can reply to it on the poll right now. So I would request you to answer on the poll question that is in front of your screens right now, if you're aware of the same or not. So Pugal sir, the next poll question is on the screens right now and people are responding to it. As of now, we have got 80 to 90% of people saying that yes, they are aware of it.
Okay. Oh, very good. Very good.
So in the end, 85% people are saying they are aware of it.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay. Now, quickly, can we have do we have time? 5 minutes, Jyoti, for Q&A?
Yes, of course, sir. We have all the time.
Okay, fine. So you can
So I would request if people who have, anybody from the audience, the partners or the learners who have questions to ask, Pugal sir, you can just put your questions in the chat box. Your questions will be answered right now. We apologize for the network issue which has been there because of the network. I really believe that there was some disturbance. Yes, sir. So you can put the questions in the chat. We will try to answer it as soon as possible. Right now, we still have 4-5 minutes more. We'll try to answer your questions and queries here. Because I think some network issue was there. We were not able to hear things properly.
Yes.
But you can put your questions in the chat box and we will try to answer your questions. And people who are joining us from YouTube, you can also join. You can also put your questions in the chat and we'll try to answer your questions. There was somebody who wanted to talk to you directly, sir. Mr. Shravan. Yes, sir. So we have a question from Mr. Nitin.
Yeah, your voice is breaking. Go ahead.
It is on 3B filing, sir. Mr. Gautam
I'm
is
not able to
asking
hear
how
you.
3B filing, sir. 3B filing.
Yeah. Yes. See, 3B filing also can be done. Only thing you have to just keep in mind that you can upload your information of your outward supply consolidated information. Then whatever in your 3B you have captured as your eligible input tax credit, less whatever reversal that is happening, you can capture that, and the balance eligible credit will be there. So earlier what we were doing, we were exporting that in JSON file and then we were uploading, right? So now 3B, and then you have to payment, right? So make a payment. So you go and make a payment. You have been doing all this while, and the acknowledgement you will get for 3B from the portal, unlike the acknowledgement that you are getting for GSTR1 under in Tally Prime itself. So that is the ease of compliance that we have provided for 3B. Instead of exporting in JSON and then going to portal and uploading, upload from within Tally Prime, then go to the portal, clear off your liability, submit it, and then get an acknowledgement. I hope this is clear, Mr. Gautam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. But my sincere apologies, sir. But I believe most of the questions and things are because of the poor. I think. Okay, Mr. Sai Krishna Kumari. Sai Krishna is wanting to ask how to check the GSTR1. Sir, can you hear me?
No, again, your voice is also breaking. No, I'm not able to hear you. Voice is also breaking.
Okay, how to check the GSTR1? Should I put it?
How to check the GSTR1 in the sense, I mean, is it? Can you be a little more clearer?
Well,
do you want to check the GSTR1? Do you want?
Yes, yes. I mean, maybe he wants to say how they can check. Yeah, GSTR1.
Uploaded on. I'm not able to hear you at all.
I think so. We'll have to wind up the session because this
I'm not able to.
network
No,
issue
you can do
is
one
very.
thing. Yeah, yeah. See, I think there is some network issue. What we can do, Jyoti, that gentleman whoever has asked this question, just ask him to type his email ID on the chat.
Yes, yes, we have it, sir.
We will answer offline. Yeah. So we'll offline.
Yes, so the same thing I was about to say.
Able to hear
Guys, please, yes, I request everybody who have the question, just put that in the chat. It would be safe with us. Your email IDs are there with us. We will give all the answers to your questions in your email ID. We will try to reply to all the questions which you have right now via your email IDs. I will share all the questions asked by you to Pugal sir, and he will personally respond to your questions and queries. And a nice suggestion has come from the audience and the partners that we will try to conduct another session because of some glitches, some of the points which were not clear. We will try to conduct for the same again. Okay, just put your queries with your email IDs. I believe we have already your email IDs. Still, if you want to share anything else, just put your query along with your email ID in the chat box.
Please raise your question.
Yes, please message your questions in the chat. We will try to answer all
even
the
now,
questions.
I think it. Yeah, even now, the voice is not very clear. Sometimes I'm not able to hear Jyoti also, and at the same time, I mean, you people are not able to hear me. There is a break in the, in the continuity of the audio. So please type your questions in the chat.
Yeah, and our sincere apologies for this issue, but this is very much normal and natural thing, because it is somehow has come, but we will try to fix it up for the next webinar. I guess now we should be winding up the session. My sincere thanks and thank you to all the partners in the audience that has attended the session today. Thank you so much, Pugal sir, that you have taken out this time from out of your very busy schedule. Of course, we know how busy you are in your time, but again, thank you so much, sir, that you came up with such a wonderful topic with so much good insights about the session, and it was really helpful. Some points which were not clear, we will collect all the questions from the audience and we will be sharing it to you, so that the people who have their questions can be answered via mail.
Yes.
So at least there is no query which is unresolved. We will inform about the upcoming
definitely,
session.
definitely. Again, to all participants, our sincere for this guy's glitch. I mean, like, we faced this. We are very sorry for this disturbance.
No, sir, this is very much normal. We face this in every day-to-day life. We really face it. Unfortunately, this was with our session today. But thank you so much for taking out time for all of us. The session was really helpful because people have understood and they are so much curious about, wanting to see each and every line from you. So we don't want to miss any single thing from you, I guess. So that is why people are requesting for another session from you. We will try to come back as soon as possible for the same. And sir, I would like to share Mr. Sai Krishna saying thank you for sharing most important information with the partners. The partners are sharing their feedbacks. I would request you can put your feedbacks if you could hear and you could understand, because it was during the end of the session that the technical issue was very much. Otherwise, the session was really helpful for us since the very beginning.
Okay.
So thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you so much, Pugal sir. Thank you so much for the wonderful session. We will be sharing the questions just after this webinar to you, so that you can give us the responses and we will be sharing it to everybody who has asked the question. So thank you everyone. Have a great day ahead. Have a great evening. Happy learning. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.